Well, less than 20 days to hit the World Cup proper, the Mundial. Now, a lot of complaints, a lot of suggestions, a lot of talks about after say Thomas Tuchel, manager at the England national team, a day ne call up a buy no, and Kofu Bebre, editing como, a lot of opinions and so to me about, and then Kofu Busasa Maestro, there's a certain player. Thomas Tuchel, Anfananko, what you should take on it, and that is why we are here live on Ekrom Nsem on YouTube, on Facebook. Go subscribe and after share. I'm a winner, so and you be a share. Now, player ye boni din kofo boni din on why he missed out near the ending in Cole Palmer, formerly of Manchester City, then presently Usiaka Edema Chelsea the Blues. A lot of people. A lot of people so many questions. Adentina Kopama, Thomas Tuchel, Amfananko, and I think I would want to address this particular issue, especially to the Chelsea fans. Omono mania brom ho amubusa say aden ye ko World Cup na ye pe 26 a year man squad na Kopama and to me and make it up that a year squad no for Thomas Tuchel. Coach Nankasaba out at a lot of explanations at me about still in Kofose or Munyin to Muse Adentina Kopama and to me. But I want to touch on that. You see, the national team collapse for competitions like the World Cup. I want to establish the fact to say it's not based on the team play and a ball. 2. It's not based on the PR I play and the wall. And 3, it's not based solely on my play and the bobo. Until we have players be on more, they may not have a lot of PR around them. You can PR now. The casa they see a bomb din there be already or TV so near the you may not see it. Your players be on more. They may not play in the fancy leagues. But in terms of talent and their work input and output, now when you look at Thomas Tuchel, a year in the 20 and I said the 2026 World Cup squad now, I would want to take time and go through. Now for you didn't come out about a branch and the Kopama. Now when you look at the goalkeepers of Jaden Pickford of Everton, and before Dean Henderson of Crystal Palace. Then he picked James Trafford of Manchester City. Now the defenders of Matt Gahey of Man City, John Stones of Manchester City, Ezri Konsa of Aston Villa, Dan Ben of Newcastle United, Jarrell Kwanzaa of Balfour Leverkusen, is a former player for Liverpool, and Nico O'Reilly for Manchester City, Okofar Rhys James of Chelsea, Tino Livramento of Newcastle United, and Spence of Tottenham Hotspur. Now to the midfielders of Declan Rice from Arsenal, Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest, Jaden Henderson from Ayetiman Dean at Brentford, Kobe Manu from Manchester United, Jude Bellingham from Real Madrid, Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa, and Eberichi from Ayetiman Dean the Arsenals. And him one for Harry Kane of Bayern Munich, Oli Watkins of Aston Villa, Ivan Toney of Al Ahly, and of Bukayo Saka from Arsenal, Marcus Rashford of Barcelona, Anthony Gordon of Newcastle United, and Noni Madueke of Arsenal Football Club. So clearly, say me who's our lineup we are. I am so convinced. You see, let me give you a bit of brief about this Thomas Tuchel appointment. Baby, Gary Southgate, England, I am telling you this on record. Say, I'll come back or heard the records of Gary Southgate. Gary Southgate did not fail as the manager of the English national team. But in Pempenso, no here a modern type of manager, a proven winner, to help the English national team cross the line. And Tigari Southgate now a proven winner, a manager who did say when you give him the team and you give him time, we bet him win new trophies there. Then Thomas Tuchel is not a mistake. Because Thomas Tuchel, even in the Champions League, Thomas Tuchel, he played in a final against Bayern Munich when he was at Paris Saint-Germain. The following season, about Chelsea, he went on to win the second UEFA Champions League title for Football Club Chelsea. Now he has managed in Germany, he has gone to France, he has been in England, and he has performed at everywhere he has been. And to see a Pamogari Southgate near per manager or what egos or what boss, so better make decisions. To me, I'm England, I crossed the line. then clearly Thomas Tuchel appointment, is a step in the right direction for the English national team. Now, World Cup qualifiers, World Cup, a year squad, a Kobo World Cup. We are not looking for the 26 top players in that particular country. Say England, Hong Kong, Yankasa Thomas Tuchel offer 26 exceptional players. Our in free England and for Monko World Cup. No, the call-ups are based on the coach and who he thinks can give him what he needs. And he said, Coach, be a call-up. Coach needs Nasia or analyzing the system of football now, personal ball, or analyzing the weakness in the team and who can fill the weakness in the team. No, analyzing the strength of the players available at the disposal. And so yes, our three decisions. We know yes, our three make our three decisions where we are. Then he comes to terms with the players and he makes the call up. And to me, can't say the fact that Cole Palmer is not in this team and when to call up, it makes sense. No, because you see, this particular season, what has been Cole Palmer's performance? There are a lot of players or many call-ups in this English national team or performing better than Cole Palmer. And a typical example is a branch and did Morgan Gibbs-White. When you look at the performance of Morgan Gibbs-White at Nottingham Forest, listen to Krabba, I was even shocked to say people were talking about Cole Palmer. Because this season, Cole Palmer has been very inconsistent. The numbers are dropping. The performance at Chelsea are dropping. And currently, he's not even the best player in the Chelsea team. Because I know say Chelsea game now between Moises Caicedo and Cole Palmer player back one mobile the team never suffer pa. It is Moises Caicedo and Cole Palmer. Even with Enzo Fernandez and Cole Palmer, with these two players currently, open team Chelsea bo not two players we cast back one bench and about Kutenefia the team never better pa. Enzo Fernandez team never better more than Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is not even the best player in this Chelsea setup. Now this is an injury, Sahano. He has been very inconsistent as compared to time with Man City by and I know the king of the Chelsea team now. He has not performed well. But when you look at Morgan Gibbs-White, now when the numbers, now when the football about this particular season, Onumpone was saying make a special case at the man. Because when you look at the games, this particular season, and I saw Morgan Gibbs-White, 52 games in the 17 goals scored, 7 assists. Now, when you pick a branch and Cole Palmer, he has been able to play 33 matches. Wash 10 goals, I had 3 assists. Which means he said the numbers and even the number of games that Cole Palmer won this season, and yeah, they are a swear and he has not been consistent in America. So, the performance alone at the club level, it disqualifying him from joining this particular team. Again, the Cole Palmer one, is it what Papa Nidin, Thomas Tuchel, is it what he needs? Because so come midfield no one man. People are rather now saying, Nanka was say, oh, mate, Jude Bellingham, because Jude Bellingham, through injuries, when to me, I a fine season for Rima de Bobokuno. But no cranny say, the energy, the impact, the kind of football Thomas Tuchel person when you feel and then the kind of energy you know. Or no chance, no one is no Jude Bellingham can give him that energy than Cole Palmer. And it is true because when you look at Jude Bellingham in the English national team, now Jude Bellingham, I will remember that. You have a player or the energy bubble, or Kunu bubble, yet the two works, and especially in the heart of the midfielder. And Jude Bellingham. These are two profile players. But when you bring the discussion down to why I am omitting Jude Bellingham, Nyanfa Cole Palmer, and Mishimwa, then you give us the opportunity to also tell you what Jude Bellingham can offer. And then again, when you look at that team, English national team, the 26-man squad, Mimi to me who said, idealistically, Papa Nidini Thomas Tuchel, no person in position be about two players at every position. The question is, even under Gary Southgate, Cole Palmer was not the favorite under Gary Southgate. Miami team Manchester City, Phil Foden, he was not actually the favorite under Gary Southgate. In the Ombeko tournament, no man mobi kurano, woman no ma bema bebo. Papa Nidini Gary Southgate wanted to, in a way, impress them. So okay, even though you're not part of the first 11, Medemoko tournament, 68th minute, Mambe Bobby, 58th minute, Mambe Bobby, 70th minute, Mambe Bobby. But Thomas Tuchel want to make a statement, say, if I don't need you, maybe say you are not the best player or the right player for the team, I will not even call you. And when you look at the players, especially the midfielders, you pick Declan Rice. He has had a fantastic season for Team Arsenal. He has gone on to even win the Premier League title. To me, more top 5 players are on my board this season in the Arsenal team without mentioning Papa Ndidi Declan Rice. Then you pick Elliot Anderson, fantastic guy by all standards. The progressions, how on the thinking part in SCTA on the field of play. This guy has been fantastic this season. Now, Jadon Henderson will go for the World Cup because of the experience in recent times. And when you look at this team, I'm not sure we've had an experienced player than Jadon Henderson. And in experience, they can English team and players. Now then again, you pick a brand new Kobe Menu under Michael Carrick. How many midfielders have played better than Kobe Menu under Michael Carrick? There is a proper resurgence of the football play under Michael Carrick with a brand new Kobe Menu. And there is no doubt to say, Papa ni Thomas Tuchel Ashano. Now, apart from the football now, Auburn crying heart of the midfield, Thomas Tuchel is that kind of manager, sir. Upper rough football, especially in the midfielders. Until if you have too much flair, you are not part of the equation. And that is why he's going in for robustful players. And to Benya Declan Rice, to Benya Kobe Menua, you are rest assured, says a band of midfield battler, these people will give you. Then, on no free while you come to Jude Bellingham, medical explaining, Jude Bellingham is one of the robustful players on any day you can count on. Then you come to Morgan Rogers, this guy is underrated. Because we're Aston Villa games. Now, where the kind of numbers are Morgan Rogers Adema, where the kind of football Morgan Rogers Adema, you cannot tell me see him bench and I see any Morgan Rogers in front of Kopama. Then you talk of a very cheesy. We all saw the exploit at Air Crystal Palace. Then and I'm say Wababe winning Legadiama 8 man in Arsenal. So some midfield way Nankasa Thomas Tuchel a parody. There is no way a branch and Kopama would have a say there. No way. And you see, let me think Kumobi say. When we look at, and as when I look at the players now, Thomas Tuchel at the bar, position there, and he wants to have about 2 players there. And then Okafor Branch did Ivan Toney, and people are talking about the fact that I didn't know Ivan Toney about Beketim, can't mean ye Ivan Toney and Frio, Nankanva Kopama and Mishim. Clearly speaking, when you look at the numbers Ivan Toney, they are in 2 seasons in here, you cannot forgo it. Because in the 2024-2025 season, 44 matches played by Ivan Toney, or share 30 goals, 5 assists. That is 35 goal contribution. Now in the 2025-2026 season, 49 games Ivan Toney about 42 goals and 11 assists. That is class, even though he's not playing in a competitive league, but he's still scoring. And we also have Ivan Toney, Brentford, the baby, not big teams, Manchester United and the rest, and no the signature. He did not sign and left to Saudi Arabia. Now, Ivan Toney issue in the crown. Sometimes I want to dive into it carefully because when you look at the plan of Apanidin Eddie Thomas Tuchel, Harry Kane is one of the players that they are not person pretty from behind the striker. And took about many games, especially in the Champions League. Most of the times, Harry Kane is at the central role. Sometimes, he loves to play the game. He loves to be part of the game. And today is a weird now I'm to me the creative spine in the team. The Thomas Tuchel by Yanis Obama branch and did Harry Kane about 10. Then Ivan Toney will start as a 9. And also man a lot of options. So if you sit there and say Kopama the truth of the matter is that this year Kopama has not been the Kopama we know 2 seasons ago. Kopama has not given us numbers. Kopama has not given us impact, even in the Chelsea team. And I make sure say 2-3 seasons ago now, or Freeman City he was a top-notch player. But currently, as I speak to you now, Kopama is not even the best player in the Chelsea setup. And for Kopama and World Cup and again, we are not selecting players with rich profiles. We are selecting players who can solve problems in the English national team. Since 1966, England have fat top class players. When you look at 1966, 2004, you have been the golden generation of this English team. World Cup after 1966, World Cup. So now you have a manager who believes in systems and knows the kind of players who will be fit the system. And all you have to do is to give the coach the benefit of the doubt and see where the English national team will progress to. And to Kopama, I personally think, Papa ni Thomas Tuchel is a brave manager, and he has made a brave decision to bench Kopama and Phil Foden from Anasa, to drop Kopama and Phil Foden. And as I'm talking to you now, something where crap Papa ni Thomas Tuchel, no, I personally think say they will go to the World Cup and make impact. With the team say betuma kwa World Cup, and I don't see England as part, but I see England to be a team where betuma kwa make impact. When you look at our group now, England is in a group with Croatia, Ghana and Panama. When you look at our teams, in terms of FIFA ranking, England at also 4, Croatia at also 11, Ghana at also 74th, and then Panama at also 33rd, which means that Panama crowd were the name the Black Stars of Ghana in terms of the FIFA ranking. And you hear a group, you know, team yeah. Thomas Tuchel parody with the tactical exploiter. Clearly, I strongly believe that Thomas Tuchel will qualify from this group and also enter into the round of 32 and progress from there. And Timua Moka said, Kopama, Nukrom said, Kopama has not done a lot to merit a call-up in this English national team. And without Kopama, England will do so well in the World Cup. Ekrom Nsem. Midin added the sports landlord Maestro. Like, share, comment, efamame. Do you also think say Kopama never sent it in the count? And now me again say you know free and fashion and my 18. Let me know what you think. Thank you.